Time with my father.
Last year, precisely in December, I did something very memorable that has stayed in my mind. The day was Friday. After school, I met my father at home. He was preparing his equipment for work. I asked him where his workplace was. He said he will be working on Trunojoyo Street. He told me he was going to cut down a tree. My father asked if I wanted to come along. Since there no one else at home, I went with him.
My father and I left on his motorcycle. I carried the chainsaw to cut the wood. After a few minutes, we arrived at his workplace. He took me to a rice field. It turned out there was a fallen thick tree there. The tree was quite large. It had fallen in one of the rice field plots. At the time, the rice had already been harvested and the field was dry. I stood a little away from where the tree had fallen. My father began cutting the fallen tree into several sections. The sound of the chainsaw was very loud. From a distance, I watched my father. The weather was extremely hot under the scorching sun. I could see sweat dripping from his face, drop by drop. His hands held the heavy chainsaw firmly. The muscles in his arm were clearly visible. His expression showed he was focusing all his strength and energy on cutting the wood. A few minutes later, someone came and brought his lunch. She brought 2 packets of rice with pickle, vegetables with peanut sauce, and a thermos of coffee. I invited my father to eat, but he refused. He continued cutting the wood. A short while later, my father called me over. He asked for my help in carrying the cut wood to the rice field owner's house. We transported the wood using the wheelbarrow. The piece turned out to be very heavy. I almost fell several times. At 1:30 in the afternoon, we took a break and ate the pickle. During the break, we talked a lot. I told him many things, and he listened. At 2 o'clock, we continued our work. The wood owner asked me several times to rest. I just refused with a smile. My sweat was pouring down, but I enjoyed the moment. By 4 in the afternoon, our work was finished and we received our pay. After getting the wakes, we went home. The day I witnessed my father struggle to earn money, I learned a valuable lesson. Earning money is much harder than spending it. I am truly grateful to have a responsible and hardworking father.